Good morning. Hello, I'm Clarice. Hi from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. For today, Tuesday, the 2nd of March. Now we're all in March. You've all caught up. How is everybody today? Are you all good? If you're watching the replay, I'm on live sometime. It's always at the same time each day. I set it up well in advance as well so you can see when it is in your time zone on my YouTube channel. As always, I'm going to be doing general cards, read for the collective, channeling. Who knows what they're going to tell us today? But also, you've got mini reads as well. So if you want a mini read, if you've got a question for your higher self, especially a yes or no question, we've got those now. And then it's by donation. So just read that pinned comment in the live chat. It says, comment at the top, it says, it's by Super Chat, Super Sticker, or the PayPal. There's a PayPal link in there for donations. And once you've donated, you can put a comment. Just make sure you put a capital Q at the start of your question so that I can find it easily, because I don't get a chance to read all the comments in the live. Am I by myself this morning, or is chat not working? I don't see any comments. Nobody with me. Oh, it looks like there's plenty of you on. There you go. Morning, Gabe. We'll see. Maybe I need a break. Tending the future. Now, in the energy update today, things did seem to change. We seem to have a switch up in energy, as in something is completed, active about, focused on, gets resolved, or there isn't that problem anymore, or the kids move out of home, or something switches around, changes your focus. Hello, Meow Meow. Hey, Maria. Hey, Tay's mum. Hey, Mary Ellen. Something's up with chat. You all don't have your chats are all hanging there. There's no. Gabe has got a little blob with a G next to it, but the rest of you on my computer are just voids. It's freezing. Is it? Is my Wi-Fi poop today? I'm on the right one. My voice isn't great. I think it's me. It does seem to be freezing. Can you still hear me? Or is it all of it? Is it sound and video problems? Probably can't hear me if it is. Oh, look. Yes, it does seem to be having problems. Can you all hear me? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Viewers, you will experience buffering. Screen's cut 802. We recommend 4,500. No data. Oh, I can't keep on watching that. That's too much. Oh. Doesn't seem to be anything I can do about it. I don't know how to change my bitrate. Anyway, it seems to be the Wi-Fi problem. We've got tending the future here. It seems to be related. Tending the future. Moving ahead with something else. So yeah, the energies seem to be having us focus on something new. It could be something like you've been working toward paying off a debt, and then the debt's paid off, and then like, oh, now what do I focus on? That kind of thing. Tending the future. So we've got to have a future vision, a future goal, something else to focus on, head toward, that kind of thing. So we're tending the future. You go. Sound is good. Oh, that's good. Keep on blabbing then. I'll just keep on talking. Keep on swimming, keep on swimming. I don't know why the video would be bad in today in particular. Maybe it's just matching my brain today. don't know. Maybe I'm getting a cold or something. Temps, goals. Yeah, it could be a day to set a new goal. Tiny triumphs. Attitude, belief, power of perseverance. A big mouse dressed as a circus trainer is holding a small eagle. The situation is inverted. The predator is small and the prey is big. This card urges us to believe in ourselves. Don't ever think you're too small or too outmatched in a situation. Inner size is what matters. Think back to a time when you felt good about an achievement. Don't give up now. With patience and hard work, you'll triumph in the end. Yeah, it feels like time to set new goals. You've been reaching goals or set bigger goals. Maybe some of us are reaching a goal today, and then we need to set a new one. I set my goals each week for my business, some personal goals. I write them down. What do you all do? Do you set your goals like that? Do you head towards stuff? Thank you, Gabe. Hey, Jen. Hey, Timothy. Watching on the telly. Watching the telly. Oh, Gabe. What do you want to know, Gabe? I was going to record a bigger card read, but I'm not feeling great. Now I come to feel myself. Now I'm awake. Hey, Chris. Get you with your spanners. And your blue names. What goddess have we got? Oh, nice. Eos. Not just you. We've got Eos. She's the light. You write monthly goals. Hey, Deb. Yeah, you did. You made it to the live. Woo. Eos. Light. She's Greek. You may be feeling lost or aimless. Yeah, I'm getting that feeling about today. That you could have achieved something. Or maybe you're just close to reaching a goal. You reached a goal and feeling a bit aimless because of it. Feeling lost or aimless lately. And winged goddess of light, Eos is here to show you the way with a torch. Like Eos ushering in the dawn, a light will appear soon to show you the way out of your situation or clarify how you've been feeling and why. Follow these intuitive pings. Hey, Murray. Eos, showing the way. New goals. It's about new goals today. It's about that crystal keeps on moving. It must be me moving it. No one else has been in here. Gabe, I was in the process of letting my person go and then found out she's been admitted in hospital. Oh. Gabe, is it a test? Divine plan. What's going on there? What, you feel like getting involved again because she's in hospital? Yeah. You got validate your choices here and what you resist persists. And then lovers and judgment separates. What I'm getting from that, lovers and judgment separates. It's almost time to put aside that. Like if someone's sick, you can put aside whatever you've been going through and then go see them. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. I feel that that's what this message is about, Gabe. It's not a test. It's just lover's judgment separates. It's sometimes we can put something aside and go and see how someone is. You know what I mean? Put aside our agenda, kind of thing. Validate your choices, what your resist persists. But you've got an inter battle going on about that. So maybe you've had trouble sticking to your guns before, making a decision, validating that choice and sticking to it. And now something shows up where you kind of, it appears like you've got to drop that choice. But that's all right. I mean, you're not dropping the choice. Don't go visit and then get involved. Oh, you can't visit. But get in touch though, hey? Yeah, I'm thinking if you've made a decision maybe to cut somebody off, right, and to not get in touch because of what's going on with you and your particular patterns, and then something like this happens and you're like, oh, well, I should get in touch. And I feel that that's true, you should get in touch. But you put aside all of that stuff, all of your agenda, but you only put it aside for this time being. You're not giving up on what you've decided. You still validate your choice, right? Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah, Hutch is okay. Don't go all in, is what I'm saying now. Just because you open up those doors again doesn't mean that you're going back to the way that you were. Do you know what I mean? Like that. Thanks, Mary Ellen. What do you want to know, Mary Ellen? I'll get a cat out while you're deciding. While you're typing. Bliss came out right away. So it might be a test. In fact, you might be right there. Thank you, Tracy. Meet Camellia. She's in full bloom, radiating delight. When something challenging happens, we often ask ourselves, what can we learn from this? Camellia is here to remind us not to overlook the possibility that some of life's most poignant lessons come from moments of ecstatic bliss. What makes your body, mind, and soul ring with joy? How can you connect to the golden thread of meaning and let it weave its way through your life? This is an invitation to embrace all that's marvelous in your life. Let bliss overcome you as you bask in the limitless love of the million sunrises. Wow. Wow. Maybe our next goal should be like blissful, yeah? Not so serious, not so boring, blissful goals. Well, that's good, Gabe. You'd never go back to the person you were. Be solid in that. Believe in yourself there. Mary Ellen, higher self, guidance with your love. Has there been a positive turn? Let's see. Wow. Good sign. Yeah, it seems there's been a positive turn. Lover's new beginning. Yeah. The let it naturally unfold though. Be with nature. I'm getting that natural progression of things. You're on track to that. I'm getting this vibe of keep it slow, don't rush in there. It's going to be a slow progression. It's not going to be instantly exactly as you want it. Just take it slow. Very good cards there. A new beginning there shown for you, Mary Ellen. Very good. Meow meow, Tracy. High self, General. Tracy. Getting what you want is on the other side of vulnerability. I did the weekly read yesterday for all signs for next week, and it was a lot of this in it for some signs anyway. Dropping something so that that makes us feel vulnerable. It's about control. when we feel unsafe, we try and take control of things or know things. We stay in our comfort zone of what we know, and then we try and control it, and that makes us feel safe. But what you want is not there. It's not in that comfort zone. It's not in that controlled zone. It's outside of that where you feel vulnerable. And so, I mean, it's always the way. Like in business, it's the way. You can carry on getting what you got, right? If you stay in your comfort zone, but if you want something else, you got to go outside of your comfort zone. You got to do something different in business. Put yourself out there in a bigger way, something like that. So, yeah, to get what you want requires you to go out of that comfort zone. You're welcome, Marianne. That's good. Already feeling it. So, Tracy, go for it in completion. So there's something that you need to end, and it's like I said, it's that comfort zone thing. It's keeping yourself safe. You're more courageous and thicker skinned than you think. You can trust yourself and get out there again, or push yourself further, or get out of your comfort zone. Go for it. Complete that protection thing. Maybe you're healed more than you think. Tracy. Thanks for your donations, guys. Yeah, Gary, more concerned with her health over your relationship with her. But there is a part, I was picking up on some energies of that fear that you might slip and go back, you know? But you got this. I'm sure you got this. Okay, homework. Feeling like it's not going to be a long show today, by the way. The energy is not bouncing around, that's for sure. Oh my god, the Italian restaurant here. It's made everything, pretty much everything on the menu. They'll put all the pastas and all the pizzas, 99 baht. That's like $3 or $4 for this month. So I went and had a pizza yesterday afternoon. My friend's in there. I'm like, she said, I'm never going to get my bikini body like this. I said, I'm going to lose my bikini body like this. Hey, Angela. Thanks, Maria. What's our homework today? Homework today is this. Is the video better now? Seems to be on mine. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? This is about making new goals, isn't it? I felt it. Burn with desire. There's a power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Bliss. Remember to ask for, what did it say? Let bliss overcome you as you bask in the limitless love of a million sunrises. I feel that these two are connected. That what do we desire, and make it really blissful. If you had a magic wand, this for you. This is for you, by the way, not world peace and stuff like that. Something that would give you bliss. You can't create in anyone else's experience. Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and do that. So, I feel that some of us might have been holding back on a really deep wish because it was kind of a little bit selfish. It was just for us. You know, it's interesting because that, you know, my massage person, she just tells me stuff that's in my energy when she's doing it. She said months ago that I needed to experience more bliss, you know, that I wasn't experiencing enough pleasure. She had some curious ways of how she thought I might be able to get that, which I wasn't going to do. But she did mention, like, nice things on my skin. And then when I got these products, when I got these L'Occitane products and I told her about them, she's like, yes, don't you remember? I was telling you about that months ago. I'm like, oh yeah, you were. And it's that. She said that I was actually low in the pleasure hormone. She's like, you're not getting enough pleasure. And I feel, maybe a few of us are in that situation. If you had a magic wand and could have anything you desired in your life, what would you choose? And make it pleasurable and blissful for you. Because maybe you're all devoid of that too. I won't tell you what she suggested. It's not anything I'll do in a million years, though. Not this lifetime, and not any lifetime beyond this one either. Maybe a few lifetimes ago I might have done that, but no. Maria, general guidance for you. Thanks for your donation, Maria. Get support in your passion. Oh, a group. This is a group support thing. I know. A group of entrepreneurs or something like that. Get support in your passion. Be amongst those. There's plenty of Facebook groups of entrepreneurs and stuff. Great support in there. Getting that straight away. But about taking action, Maria, you wanting to take action on something, now's not the time. Just wait, because there'll come a point where you feel better about it. So don't grasp the things that are, yeah, it's hard, isn't it? Because I was just talking about getting out of our comfort zones, and that's where the stuff that we want is. But we don't get out of our comfort zones when we're grasping. We do it when we're kind of at peace. Makes sense? Thanks, Chris. General. Oh, interesting. So, Chris, yeah, your energy is being heard right now, and so just right. So your person is connected with you, right, and feels your energy. Wasn't that in a pick a card that I did, or maybe it's in one of the daily reads coming up this next week? It was about when you're in separation from somebody, you're still actually together and going through the same things. And then when you come together, I think it was in one of the daily reads for this next week. And when you come together, back together, I'm not saying you're like in separation, you still see each other and stuff, but this was the example. When you come back together, you catch up and you realize you've been going through the same things. It's like, if you're meant to be together, you're going through a journey whether you're together or not, and then you can share it when you get back together. Anyway, it's that kind of energy. Your energy is together, your energy is being heard. So the touch thing, it's realizing that. So right, so imagine your person can hear everything that goes through your mind, everything that goes through your energy, and they're picking it up on it all, everything, right? And so when you doubt, they're like, oh, she doesn't want me. Oh, she does want me. Oh, she doesn't want me. Oh, she does want me. That kind of thing. If you imagine that they're picking up on everything, because they kind of are. Your energies are together and it's being heard. And I think the touch card is saying that you've experienced a little bit of that, evidence of that. But yeah. So remember what I said. The divine feminine has to be solid in her vibration, unwavering. That. This blame, move away from the excuses this is about. So you might be making excuses as to why you're wavering. We've all got good reason to make excuses. We've all got good reason to doubt. We can come up with a million reasons to doubt, but it's not good energy. So got some work to do, Chris. Let's do some tarot. So yeah, I like that. Let's do this homework together. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? Today go inwards. Your answers lie within. What do you desire? Choose what makes you happy and feel blissful, and do that. Screaming at him at the top of my lungs while I'm alone is probably a bad idea. But that came up as well, you see, in the energy updates this next week, about how it can be, how we can use anger in a positive way, frustration in a positive way, when we let those feelings out. It's actually when you start screaming stuff like that. It depends what you're screaming about, Chris, but I imagine it's like a plea. That's powerful manifestation stuff in a positive way. Morning, Alana. It's tending the future. Today's all about setting new goals, blissful goals. Frustrations can be good though. I mean, I've manifested from frustration place where, especially with the codependency stuff, when you just hit your limit and you're just like, I'm not doing this anymore. Universe, I deserve something now. From that frustration point, it manifests. And then the universe goes, oh, now she realizes she should be receiving for this. So sometimes, yeah, it can manifest. Let's get some tarot out. There's power to our emotions, our powerful emotions. They don't always have to be the positive ones, but the negative ones can come out in a negative way. Do you know what I mean? There's a positive expression of the negative emotions, and there's a positive expression of the negative emotion, a negative expression of the negative emotions. Same with the positive emotions. So, what's the negative expression of joy? Manic, drug-addled, manic joy. That's a negative expression of it, right? Do you think that someone that's like that is going to get good stuff? Do you think that just because it's a positive emotion on that positive range, it's going to be manifesting well for them? No, they're probably better manifesting from a negative. That kind of person is better manifesting from a negative, of being frustrated and sick of it, of that, you know. It was more like son of a bitch. Why couldn't you see the same thing I was seeing? Yeah, frustration. Goddess was EOS, yeah. Yeah, the first one is tending the future. So leaving the past behind, tending the future, it's about setting goals. It's new goals. We need to set new goals. Tiny triumphs was here as well. But it wasn't actually about tiny triumphs, it was about big goals, that one. Now we got the bliss kitty. So we've got to make sure it's for us. Yeah, I'm doing that more now. I'm focused more on that for myself. I can get very functional sometimes, you know what I mean? And forget about my bliss, even though I'm Taurus. And so I've been stepping into that more. Nice things for me, you know, instead of just being functional. Because I'm kind of, what's the word? Motivated, self-motivated, yeah, but I can get very, I don't know how to describe it. Not rigid, it's not the word I'm thinking, but a bit army-like with myself. What's that? What's the word that I'm thinking of? Very structured and so I've got to remember about the pleasure thing for me. Oh, temperance. Let go message. It's easier to do when we set new goals. Yeah, I've got a new focus. But we got the wait for it card, just as you said that, Jen. Temperance. Wait for it. So it's about tempering ourselves too. Chris, it's about tempering yourself. Like, as I said, it's not as simple as with the ape stuff sayings about that scale of emotions. It's not as simple as that. There aren't good and bad. And it's not that, because there is a positive and negative expression of everything, absolutely everything. Generosity. I think most of us in here have experienced that, the negative expression of generosity. There really isn't anything that's blanket good or blanket bad. And so tempering ourselves today. I guess that's what the shadow work is about, you know, recognizing what works against us, what is for us. Not making anything good or bad, but realizing what works for us. I didn't go so hard. Yeah, it's good to get busy with something else, isn't it? Getting a new focus. So, waiting. Oh, read it out, Lisa. What's going on about this book, my guides? Maybe they wrote it. Or laughing. Temperance. I think I'd know the numbers of the cards by now, but I don't. Temperance. Temperance reminds us to be mindful of any decisions we make at this time. There may be need for balance, moderation, or a reassessment of personal goals. There you go. So I had to read it out. There may be a need for balance, moderation, or a reassessment of personal goals. That's today. In the grand scheme of things, and after everything you've been through, it's important to connect with the larger scope of your life. What gives you a sense of purpose and joy? Bliss. Temperance also reminds us to be patient, loving, and caring in order to successfully manifest our hopes and dreams. This card may also be an indication that you should bide your time with any long-term goals and advance gracefully and methodically with your plans. Slow. Harmony comes with moderation in all things, mind, body, and spirit. Spiritual growth comes from learning the big life lessons along the way through a myriad of experiences, both positive and negative. Have you acknowledged and celebrated all of your achievements? How will you ascend to your next spiritual stage of learning? I'm a Zenite. Yeah, reassessing goals. Reassessment of personal goals. Looking at the big picture. Slowing down. Hi, Sabrina. Okay, that's temperance. Let's get another tarot out. Interesting goals. Why do I need new goals? You know what I noticed? I set these financial goals. This time, almost reached there, and I keep on spending money, so I never quite reach it. Maybe it's time to set a new goal because I'm so close to it that I probably stop spending all my money so that I'm not getting there. Letting go of your ex was easier than letting go of others. Yeah. Sometimes we wait so long that it's easy to let go. Sometimes we wait so long to get out of a relationship that it's easy to let go. We go through the letting go process. Like, it was easy for me to let go of my husband because I could have Finished it 2 years before I did. So I was really going through that process, you know. Yeah, and it is easier with some people than others. Good job, Chris. Yeah, I was like that too. He wasn't. I was. It shows that I wasn't really in it as well. I wasn't really in it. Looking back, it wasn't love. When you're ready, it's easy. I know, Tim. Wow, Kelly, Tim, you're that's a powerful tarot reading that you put up in the group there. If anyone's not in our group, come along. It's Psychic Cafe. No muggles allowed. Of course, don't come along if you're a muggle. New goals, bigger goals, more blissful goals, more balanced goals. I don't think we're going to get any more cards today. Yeah. Oh, wow. I like them. Carrots. Got the Empress. We've got the Empress out with the eight of Wands there. Communication coming in. It's go time kind of card. The Empress. The Mother. It's go time for the Empress, apparently. Is it? Or communication coming into the Empress? Let's find out. Let's read the Empress first. Empress, where are you? Yeah. Empress, Mother, yeah. Mother Nature. Creativity, sensuality. Nurturing. Okay, let's bring it back to bliss again. Personal bliss. When you see the Empress in the reading, it signifies love and care. A level of maturity arises when this card is present. Perhaps the card is trying to tell you that someone may need compassion. It might be you. Love and understanding right now from you. The Empress may also be urging you to connect with Mother Nature on a deeper level. Inspiration is all around us. Taking a long walk, fishing, gardening, or just soaking up the sun is sometimes all you need to send to yourself. This card is suggesting you share your good advice gained from experience, or perhaps you may seek out some advice at this time from a mother figure type. No, I'm not getting that from this. Hi, Connie. I'm getting this sensuality nurturing, this need to create goals now for ourselves, for the feminine goals for ourselves is what it is. And maybe we've been setting masculine goals, like make this amount of money, this, reach this, put this out in the world, very masculine kind of goals. Maybe we've been forgetting about our feminine goals. You know, to experience a certain amount of nurturing, a certain amount of love, or the bliss thing. What about those goals? Aren't they gorgeous, these cards? So the Empress has been distracted by the Emperor energy. She's been setting a lot of Emperor kind of goals, and she forgot that she's the Empress. And she's not just here to nurture everyone else, she's here to get that nurturing for herself too. It reminds me of all the stuff that I was channeling way back in 2012. When all of those ascended master guys, those that call themselves Lemurian masters to me, they were trying to teach us how to be women, to be feminine, and we hadn't a clue. I hadn't a clue. I seem to be doing it again. See, we've just been so wrapped up in their masculine culture, in patriarchal culture, we don't even realize it. Because that was just quite a bit of a shock to me then. It's like, oh yeah, let's have a look at my goal list. Pretty much all masculine goals. Is yours? Your knee's good? Oh, 3 weeks. Has it been 3 weeks already? Wow. Seems like it was yesterday. No, it doesn't. It doesn't really. I'm not sure I can make a video today. My voice is just lazy. Where's the ones? Before the cups must be 8. Okay, let's read out the 8. Who's guilty of that? Making masculine goals only. It's like what I was just sharing before about that nature that I've got of being a little bit kind of strict with myself. 8 of Wands. Fast-paced, rapid moving, traveling, taking off, gaining momentum, action, thinking ahead. When the 8 of Wands comes up, that's why I'm doing the self-love Sunday stuff. I get it now. Okay. When the 8 of Wands comes up in a reading, it may signify things moving at a steady pace. You could be thinking of traveling soon. There's an energy in the air right now that's helping you get things in a rather fast motion. Your priorities are intact. Oh, is this why? Okay, so if this is why I'm doing that self-love sun thing, it's like sharing that feminine kind of an energy of treating ourselves and stuff like that, setting the goals like that, and every time, and that's why they're throwing stuff like that at me. Even my hairdryer that I showed you yesterday, it's gold-plated, for God's sake. I didn't like choose the gold-plated one. It was the one that was on special when I went on the thing, so it's actually cheaper than the rest. But I got the gold-plated one. It seems like the universe is treating me like this empress whenever I choose to get into that energy, that feminine energy. If I start asking or wanting those things, the universe like throws them at me. And then if I start wanting the masculine kind of goals, the universe is like, what's back? Okay. When the 8 of Wands comes up in a reading, it may signify things moving at a steady pace. You could be thinking of traveling soon. There's an energy in the air right now that's helping you to get things in a rather fast motion. Your priorities are intact and your goals are set in motion, but be careful what energies and actions you set into motion at this time, because it will have a power that will be impossible to stop. Be careful also to not get too carried away by someone's idea or your own ideas that seem amazing but not well thought through. Get ready to be swept off your feet, so to speak. Well, how about that? The feminine stuff is going to be fast forward because it's been lacking, and what we want is balance. The universe is like, okay, then balance yourselves. I'm like, we are balanced. Have a look at this. Look how masculine you are. Oh, okay, maybe we're not balanced. Thanks, Serena. Good job, Jan. Good job. Thanks, Alana. Let's see who I missed. Alana. High self-guidance for Alana. Alana, time alone and abundance. Time alone, in other words, not relationship focus. To focus on your abundance. Got this message yesterday. Abundance comes first. Because self-love comes first. Did I say that in here yesterday, or is that in a video? I make so many videos I can't even remember what I've said when. But yeah, Alana, focus on abundance. Bringing in your coin, and maybe with all of these energies, do it for you and for the feminine side of you. Setting new goals for what you'll do with that abundance. Maybe like me, it will flow in way easier when you've got those feminine goals. Nice things for yourself. It'll flow. Be okay about that. Interesting. Yeah, because I'm dreaming now of building a house, and a friend was talking to me about it, and very functional. I'm like, oh no, my house isn't going to be like that. I don't make things like that. I make things that are extremely luxurious. Like seriously, if you guys had seen the house that I had in the UK, I bought it. It was a wreck, and I renovated it and I made it my idea at that time of the most luxurious thing I could make it. Yes, and things do flow for me when I do that. So getting into that vibe, Alana, and being okay about that. Got to be okay about our feminine sides, right? We've had to push it down for so long. It's like, no, feminine isn't okay. It's not. It's frivolous. It's not. You shouldn't want that. You don't need bliss. You need function, function, function. But we're going to find apparently that the feminine stuff is going to flow fast. Sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? What's happening here? Sabrina. Thanks for your donation, Sabrina. High self-guidance and help. Help! I get that too, Jan. It's the medication that really messes me up. Feel it in my body. Anesthetic's horrible. Like it takes me a couple of days to get over that. Even going to the dentist, to flush that out. Oof. Yeah, I really feel the meds. That's why I don't have them very much at all. Okay, so that was all we've got. Sabrina, high self-guidance and help. Love what is and allow more. Love what you've manifested already and then allow more. So it feels like what you've manifested already is a little bit disappointing. It's like, oh, I didn't mean to make that. I didn't mean to create that, but just love it that that's what you did and then allow more. How can it get even better than that, Don't get stuck on what you've manifested and then get down on yourself about that. That's what it's saying. Love it. It's like, okay, I managed that. Let's go for more now. Setting new goals. It's the energies of today. Encouraging yourself. Encouragement, that is. It's almost impossible to see it, isn't it? It says encouragement anyway, and intimacy. So this is what you want in relationships too. I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking about any kind of intimate relationship, close friends, family, stuff like that. What you want, what you want in it. What do you want out of those relationships? What do you want to share? Not just about you being there for others and letting them share their stuff that they want to share. It's about what you want to receive from it. Allow yourself a lot more. Allow yourself to receive a lot more. Sabrina. So maybe what you have manifest so far is because you've been thinking more of others than of yourself and what you want to receive, especially in relationships, close relationships. So think more of yourself. I used to have a customer, a massage, when I had a massage shop. I used to have a massage customer who was a plastic surgeon, and he boasted to me that he was the best plastic surgeon in the country, the best for um, recovery, for positive, recovery from his surgery. And he said all he does is he tells people to use mouthwash religiously after. It's like oral health is really important to recovery after surgery. It's like that's it. That's all I do differently. And he says, and I've told the rest of them. I keep on telling all of my colleagues, everyone that I'm connected with, just get them to use mouthwash, and you will have the amazing recovery rates too. Isn't that interesting? So yeah, if you're going through anything, use mouthwash regularly, because you'd be surprised at oral hygiene, how much it impacts your health. How about a general for you? You got time on the other day too. I don't know, time out. Maybe you've been naughty. Oh, cool, Sabrina. You love Beyond 2012. I think I remember what I wrote in it anyway. Arabella. It was a long time ago when I wrote that. Arabella, General. I'm good enough. And appreciate yourself. Appreciate yourself more, Arabella. You deserve to receive. You see, this is such similar energy that we were being told 2012 by my guides. In these, I used to go very deep into meditation to do this channeling back then, because I was working directly with those masters, and there'd be a small group of us there in my webinars, and they would have us like sit on a throne like this, and they would be putting like beautiful cloths on us and things like that. It'd be just like offering us so much, so many gifts. It was making us so uncomfortable because all of us that were in there weren't used to that at all. That level of receiving, or even the femininity of it, not at all. But that's what they had us do to get us into that energy. And I'm picking this up for you as well, Arabella. I was getting that image, the very same image of sitting, being sat on a throne, appreciating yourself to that level. You're not just good enough. We're this is telling me that we've been appreciating ourselves, all of us, men and women, based on that patriarchal paradigm, the masculine paradigm, only appreciating ourselves for the masculine stuff. And I'm totally forgetting about the feminine stuff. And we need to appreciate ourselves from the feminine stuff. So that's coming through strongly for you, Arabella, that sit on your throne and appreciate yourself. You're going through a letting go process at the moment, Arabella, and you're getting glimpses of what's ahead. Maybe glimpses of the feminine receiving stuff. But it's about letting go of the other stuff. Maybe not prioritizing the masculine stuff, or waking up to that. Oh, I've been prioritizing the masculine stuff. Let's at least get it balanced up. So you're getting glimpses of that now, shifting into the feminine. Okay, I've caught up. Has anyone done any learning courses on developing intuition? Oh, no. I took some work for my leg. Didn't take anything. Sometimes at night I'll have like a what do you call it? I don't really remember. Not um paracetamol, the other one. I don't remember what you call it. What do you call it? I'm gonna have to get it because that's annoying. The other one. Sometimes I'll take it at night if I can't get to sleep because of pain, but it doesn't happen very often. This stuff. Tylenol. What's in that? It's not paracetamol, is it? Tylenol. Pretty sure it's not paracetamol. Something else. Oh no, it's paracetamol. It's paracetamol. I take paracetamol. I can't sleep. It's the only time I take it. Dad wanted a boy. Oh, wow. Interesting. Yeah, that's it, for sure. I need more coffee. Interesting, isn't it? What interesting energies. Because I thought, you know how I was saying, people getting jealous of me is ridiculous right now. It's ridiculous. People are becoming assholes around me. Just having to shut everyone out from it. But it made me think, am I doing the right thing with this self-love Sunday? But then I got the yes I am. And now it's making more sense. It's like, oh yeah, I've got to encourage that, the feminine out. Anyway, I'm going to make some more coffee. I'll be right back. Now it makes more sense. Opening up into that feminine more, encouraging that energy in myself. And it's true that stuff has been manifesting so fast. It's like the universe is throwing it at me with greatest of ease. All that feminine stuff like that. Taking care of myself. And the abundance is flowing for it as well, you know. But the reason I mentioned the house is that I wouldn't do something. Of course, it's going to be functional too, but I'll be building myself a palace. I'm not going to be building myself a little functional bungalow with 2 bedrooms. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Let's get more taro out while the coffee's brewing. Isn't it weird how we all parent, right? We all get it wrong. We all try different things. King of Cups. Interesting that the masculines come out now. Oh, so how does this affect the masculine then? When we step into the feminine even more? Let's put that back. The King of Cups. The masculine in his heart. So of course the masculine is going to be the men are going to be feeling it too, getting more into the feminine, and it being okay for the men to do that too. Not like that weird fashion. Have you seen that weird fashion? Like the ridiculous fashion. Putting men in like high heels and all kinds of things. It's just so funny. I don't think the men want to get feminine like that. I don't find that stuff particularly feminine anyway. I can't wear high heels. It's ridiculous. Death trap. Let's break our ankles, shall we? I don't think so. What was that? L'Occitane. L'Occitane supports women. Happy International Women's Day. Protects your skin, supports women. How interesting. They just sent me an email. They're supporting women too. So the King of Cups here. Did I miss anything? King of Cups. Instagram. I don't know how to work Instagram very well. It's not very intuitive, is it, to use Instagram? The King of Cups is nurturing, emotional, psychic, wise, strong, and sensitive. A state of emotional strength and control over one's life. The ability to balance creativity with artistic expression, with knowledge and wisdom. The connection of your inner voice and higher self. Seeing the spiritual teachings in every situation. An emotional maturity that comes from the acceptance and understanding of unconditional love. The most sensitive and psychic of all the kings, this individual is ruled by both the head and the heart. There's a deep wisdom that comes from the acknowledgement of love and emotional strength, as well as the subconscious and conscious states. A highly compassionate and caring individual who has strong emotional maturity. This person is very self-aware and offers positive counsel and advice to others. Interesting. So, I think the feminine. So what this guidance is telling me today is that we're all like so out of balance toward the masculine still, and we don't even realize it. And so the feminine is coming out, needs to come out more in the women, yeah, but also in the men too. So women are going to be leading the way. We know that already. Women are leading the way at the moment. This balance needs to come in. And so we're starting out with, setting these feminine goals. Mr. Bowers. I think what's interesting is how much people think they're different from others. Yeah, it's simply the same, yeah. Yeah. Interesting, huh? So when we set the feminine goals, it's going to move fast. And when we set the masculine goals, it's going to move slow, because the universe is trying to shift us into the feminine more so that we get a balance. And we're probably going to feel ridiculously feminine when we're not even balanced yet, when we're still mostly in the masculine. That's the way. It's like when you're shifting from like being an overgiver to being balanced. You feel like a super bitch, taker, hold her back kind of person, even when you're not even close to being balanced. Got the page of materials dropped out here. Page of material. Imagining something and then it manifesting. So she's imagining a rose. Interesting that she's imagining a rose and then the rose is manifesting. I just got a feeling that if we set like goals for our bliss, like a rose, like receiving roses, it's going to manifest super fast for us. Hey, Karen. Yeah, I was just seeing your comment, Chris. Mostly hand creams. That advent calendar. I saw a review of it or someone an unboxing of it video or something, and they're all tiny, tiny, aren't they? And it's mostly hand cream or tiny things. I said that when you ordered it. It'll just be tiny little samples of everything. The one that I got was different. It was self-love color. It was more the full size range of stuff. Page of material. So imagining the feminine stuff. And then manifesting that, and it's going to be fast. Have any of you done this? Have you been asking for the feminine stuff and then it's manifested like that? As for the masculine stuff, it takes ages to get there. Page of materials. So that's like visualization and creating things, but we don't have to visualize it. We can just write it down too, or just think about it. I'd like to receive flowers. That kind of thing. Thanks, Gabe. Higher self-guidance for Gabe. Rest and meditate. Wow. Interesting, huh? Rest and meditate. That's a very clear message. Before you do anything, right. So don't push on ahead just yet. So rest and meditate before you make any decisions of what it is that you want next, before you write down your next goals, because there's going to be a change. You're going to be led forward, and I think I talked about it in the videos that I made yesterday, but the universe tends towards love, high vibration. If we just let go, we'll get pulled there. I was going to say dragged, but it's not dragged. We'll get pulled there, and so the universe tends to elevation, to order, to love, to what's the word? Evolution, positive evolution, right? And so that is always calling you. And so if you rest and meditate, you're going to get those ideas. You know how I've talked about that snowball effect, how you attract like even more and more ideas. It's like me and my L'Occitane stuff. I get that, and then Kerastase, and then all of these things, and then even Dyson is sending me a cold-plated hairdryer because it's cheaper than the other ones, and it's just one thing after another. It snowballs because you attract that. So if you rest and meditate, you will attract ideas. This changes. You'll create different than you, because you'll be pulled by that love energy to better for you. Ooh. Uh-oh, Jan, see ya. Roses are your great grandmother birth month flower. Oh, cool. So, Gabe, that's your guidance. The sun's coming through. Now it's hitting the table. Me. Let's get my tarot out. So we've got to ask for more of the feminine stuff. I'm just thinking about how that pertains to my relationship, really. I have been thinking more of the masculine stuff in the relationship, as in us working together, because I've got an amazing business idea for us both. But yeah, when I focus on the relationship, maybe I'm not focused on the feminine side of it. What do I want to receive from that relationship? The pleasure, the bliss, all of that. I need to focus on that more. Queen of Pentacles. This is quite different. The Queen of Pentacles, she's got a stability. Queen of Pentacles is a stable one. She's the one that's kind of mastered the masculine side of herself, really. It's a good starting point. Good starting point to step into that. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Let's read her out the book. There's no doubt there'll be something about goals or something like that. Queen of Pentacles. What's the Pentacles? Oh, it's crystals in here. That's right. Queen of Pentacles. Motherly, cautious, nurturing, loving, down to earth. It's important to have dreams, but to also maintain a sense of stability and balance. Time to be practical and resourceful with your plans. The building of a stable and realistic foundation. That's what I'm getting, is that Queen of Pentacles, the energy of her, when it's in ourselves, is a good starting point for all of this. What steps will you take in order to remain healthy, happy, and secure in your life? Queen of Crystals is a warm, motherly individual who knows how to maintain a healthy, comfortable lifestyle. You'll often find them balancing their commitments, responsibilities, relationships, and families simultaneously without breaking a sweat. They're extremely hardworking, nurturing, and pragmatic, which attracts others to them for wisdom and support. But in the reverse, it's time to shift any energetic blockages, a need for grounding and detachment from materialistic views, maybe from masculine views too. A time to meditate on personal life goals. See, I knew the word goals would be in there. Ah, there you go. Okay. Meditation, yeah. Thank you. Who's that? Thank you, Mr. Bowers. Will you find love again? Let's see. Well, I'm just saying that the universe tends to love. Absolutely, it will be offered you in many ways, but I think you're talking about relationships, romantic relationships. Not just yet. Yes, you will, of course you will, but not just yet. You need a rest now. You're good enough. Don't be pursuing anything right now. You need to know that you're good enough. You don't want to just get into any old thing, like rebounding kind of thing. It's time for a rest. It's always good to have a break and get back to ourselves in between relationships, So give it a rest at the moment, the relationship thing. Of course you will find it in the future, unless you totally don't heal and close down and stuff. But what would you be doing here if you're not going to do that? If you're going to do that, I mean. Right, forgive self and mirror reflections. So this is about past relationships, and that isn't making you feel good enough. Past relationships that have been a mirror reflection to you, maybe you didn't want to see that. So something that was negative about a person, or something you didn't like in a person that you're in a relationship with, or maybe that you thought that they did wrong, is within you too, but you're not owning that or recognizing it in yourself. You're certainly not owning it, because it says forgive self here, so you haven't forgiven yourself for it. Haven't forgiven yourself for it. So mirror reflections. I mean, that's what relationships are about, right? Teaching us more about ourselves, getting to know ourselves better. loving ourselves more. You still haven't got the lessons from previous relationships yet about that, about loving yourself more, owning stuff, healing from it, loving yourself more from it. I don't know how to use Instagram really. I post on there every day. I know what I know on there, and then I've given up on it. It doesn't even show you when you got messages, does it? It doesn't have a little notification thing. I don't know how to use it. I don't find it a particularly great platform at all. That one, not for me anyway. Queen of Pentacles, right? So that's a good starting point, the Queen of Pentacles, but she's kind of in a masculine there. That's what I'm getting. And then what? Thanks, Jen. Oh, got the Ten of Swords. Karmic lessons only upwards. Only upwards from here, but the Ten of Swords is about letting something go, ending something. Karmic lessons. Oh. Things that we've learned, and then the Eight of Cups, new direction, walking away. So we have to leave like our old self behind to step into this new thing, whatever it is, this feminine thing. We've got to leave our old self behind because our old selves have been taught to be masculine, to only value the masculine side of ourselves. We're more caught up in it than we think. Thanks, Jen. High self-guidance, PayPal. Yeah, I got it. Thank you for your donation. Doesn't work like Facebook for me. Instagram. Okay. High self-guidance for Jen. Jen. Oh, yeah. At the moment, you're clearing out this not trusting yourself feeling, constantly doubting yourself, questioning yourself. Am I doing the right thing? Is that guidance right? Am I getting this information right? Am I choosing right? All of that. That not trusting it, not trusting it, not trusting it. Why aren't you trusting it? Maybe because you've not been manifesting what you want easily enough, or fast enough. There must be an underlying reason why you're not trusting yourself. Maybe you think that you can get, maybe it's because you think you're not getting what you want fast enough. But that's a fallacy, being able to get things fast, really. So yeah, that's what you're doing at the moment, is clearing out the reasons that's causing you to not trust yourself. Wow. Wow. Wake up and empower yourself. This is like a slap in the face, Jen. This is like, have your own back. Wake up. Empower yourself. Encourage yourself. Be your own cheerleader. Like, advocate for yourself. Be on your own team. This is quite powerful. This isn't like just trust myself a little bit more and say affirmations and stuff like that. This is like, wake up, have your own back. Maybe you've been doing that for others, having other people's backs, encouraging others, but you need to do that for yourself now. Big wake up call here for you, Jen. Wow. I hardly use Facebook and Messenger anymore. So I don't even look at it. So anyone that sends me a message, I only check it like twice a day now. Uh, yeah, so I can't work for Facebook. It's a boring job. It's way too much. I just have to switch it off. I mean, I use it for my business stuff, so I'm not going to switch it off or get out of it. But I'm certainly not going to sit on Messenger and sit on. Honestly, it just seems to want your attention all the time. Not even people on it. Facebook itself sending me messages about stuff that I'm selling on there, sending me messages about possible um, sponsorship campaigns on there. It's intense. It's like Facebook. I've got better things to do. I don't work for you. I don't follow people on Instagram. I've followed a couple of people on there, and I'm like, I just want to, I just want to use it. It's the same on Twitter. I get on there. I get on and off. I follow about 5 people on there too, I think. I don't want to use it like that. As as a consumer of it, it's not interesting to me. YouTube, on the other hand, is very interesting. I've been watching YouTube videos about all kinds of things lately. I think, to me, Instagram, Facebook, the information on it is blah. It's just nothing. It's little fripperies, little funnies and stuff like that. YouTube has got some meat behind it. Oh, there is the crap stuff too, but you don't watch that stuff. You watch the good stuff, you know. It's got useful content to me. I don't find useful content. Or there's a little bit, isn't there, of useful content on Instagram and Facebook, but not much. And you've got to find it. And you've got to find it amongst all of the crap. You're 40. Feel like I've learned the lessons, been used, been manipulated, dealt with a narcissist, gone through at least 2 dark nights of the soul. Healing. Healing from that Mr. Bowers is next. But you have your part in it, you see. We always have our part in it, especially if you've been with a narcissist. Absolutely have your part in that. Healing and then empowering yourself is what's next. Start watching Missy now. Just waiting for my private reading with her. Very overweight cat. Oh. Get the first card out. Disappointment in a friend or lover. Okay. We're not going to get what we want, are we, moment until we've found this new balance. We're creating a new way in relationships now. No wonder we have to wait for it, because we've got to become different people first before we can get into good relationships. I'm talking about the twin flame stuff that I've been channeling. People in high alignment getting together in relationships, but not until we've sorted out this stuff first. Getting the femininity in there more. Otherwise, we'll stick with the same roles that we've known, and it's out of balance in both women and men. So a disappointment in a friend or lover, yeah, it's going to be disappointing. It's not going to happen yet. Damn it. Okay, vacation break. Give ourselves a break. Let's give ourselves a break, shall we? Thanks, guys. We'll get out of here. Look at this. Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Nah. You see, I'm reading this as a masculine, like do more, achieve your goal. I'm thinking about masculine goals there and a masculine way of increasing your efforts, and I'm saying a no to that. Or I could read it in the feminine. Why didn't I read it in the feminine? Increase your efforts. So what are the feminine efforts to achieve our feminine goals? What are they? Watching YouTube videos, picking up more products and stuff like that. That seems to be working really well for me at the moment. Um, yeah, putting my efforts into that. It does. Increase your efforts in the feminine stuff. You know what I don't like about Instagram? Sometimes I do want to, because I only follow a few people on there, but the friends and that I don't, the friends that don't aren't on Facebook is who they are, and I want to see what they've been doing, and I want to see their pictures. But I go on there in the morning to post this picture and to post my video, the short video, and because I've been on there, it thinks that I've looked at everything. Well, I haven't. I was busy working. And then I go back to Instagram to have a look, and I can't see it anymore because it thinks I've already seen it. I can't see the pictures that I want to see. It just doesn't work for me. I think it's shit. I think Instagram is shit. It doesn't work for me at all. But of course, I've still put my stuff out there on it. It's not usable for me. I started following me a few months ago. See, I post on there. I can't get too heavily involved in it because I don't like it much, Instagram. Yeah, that does annoy me that I can't see what my friends are doing on there. I want to know what Skip's up to. He's only on there. And I want to know. I could go on there and then click on him and actually have a look at his stuff. But even that, maybe they changed that. You used to have to click on each photo and come out of it, each photo. I think they've changed that now. So if you click on one, it'll show you like a feed. It just doesn't work very well. I haven't thought about it very much, I don't think. Yeah, we do play a big part in that narcissist thing, being out of balance. Yeah, opposite sides of the same coin. It is. It's the same trauma, different response to the trauma, different extremes of response to the trauma, and so you get attracted to each other to teach each other. It is hard to use, isn't it? Glad it's not just me, and I just can't be bothered persisting with it. If something isn't intuitive, I just like give up. It's not for me. Oh, wish will not be granted. A wish will not be granted because what you're wishing for isn't right for you. Even if it could have been right for you before, it's not right for you now. Because the universe is leading you forward to actual change. We get locked into this paradigm and we think, oh, I'm going to continue as I've been before. And because reality is what it is, I'm going to carry on being me and ask for these things within the reality as I know it. And this is our guide saying, no, you're not. You're here to change. You're here to do more than that when we need to change the energies now and get into balance. So you're here to do more than that. Just click one pic and you can scroll through. You never used to be able to do that. It used to be one by one. But learning something at least. It doesn't show pics anymore. It just shows like one, and then it says you're all caught up. I'm like, no, I'm not all caught up. I didn't see any of them. So then I'd have to click on following, I think, and then find them and then go through their stuff personally. Can't deal with TikTok. Yeah, TikTok's insane. I haven't been on that for a while. It's very hard to do a reading video within a minute. Peacock, beware of great pride. Interesting. That seems to be, you know what I was saying about reality. We want to keep on going forward in that reality. because it's what we know, operating within that reality. Maybe that's where pride kicks in. I'll do this in the way that I know it and make it work. Because I've only just really figured out this reality and how to make it work. And now you're switching it up on us. Yes, because you're here for change. Yeah, our reality is changing. Do giveaways on Instagram? Oh, yeah? What shall we get now? Let's get some animals out. Trust in divine detours. We've got to be led now because we're being led into the unknown. This isn't about us dreaming it up. Yeah, sure, we can do that with some things, but these paradigm shifts, we're not dreaming it up. We're being led there by the universe now. So we've got to trust in those divine detours. We can't have control over this. Click older post on the corner. Oh, I'll try and find that. Thank you for that, Gabe. Giraffe spirits, see the bigger picture. See the bigger picture. There's universal shifts going on. I mean, worldwide. I mean, this planet is shifting. People are shifting. We've got a part to play in that, whether we like it or not. We did choose to do this before we came here. Bringing ideas to life now, but we need to change first. We need to shift first. It's always the inner shifts first. We're not operating in the reality as we know it and then trying to create from that the way that we know in that masculine way to bring change in. We're not doing that. We can't do it that way around. We have to change within ourselves, and then that leads out. It's right. It's like with the healing work. You've got to do it for yourself. You can't possibly teach anyone else until you've done it for yourself. As much as people try, you can't. It's like the blind leading the blind, you know. A rebirth is assured, though. We're going to get there. I don't think it's going to be fast, though. I don't think it's going to be fast. But it is assured. I post long videos on there. Yeah, we're being led. We need to be led now. So we're not trying to create the big things. We're trying to create the small things for ourselves, is what this is telling me. Thanks, Marie. Someone's brushing up. Marie. Journal for you. Let's see. Wow, you're meditating with Gabe at the moment. Meditating growth. Oh, your growth. Your personal growth. What would be best for you? Not from people outside of you, not to try and make yourself better for the world, but what you want within yourself, Marie. What growth would you like? It could be opening up to receive more. It could be learning how to let more love in. Think of the feminine kind of things, but meditate on it because you will attract those ideas to you. What would be growth for you? Not you growing so that you can be better in the world. We've done enough of that. But what would be best for you? Wow. Yeah, Murray, you've got compassion and take the risk. This is about, you're a very compassionate person. You've been extending it to others. And this is about taking the risk to pull back from that. Maybe you don't need to keep on doing that. Now, religions have told us that we should be that and giving and loving and putting other people first and be a martyr and stuff like that. Why did I say that the other day? Someone talked about martyrdom. I'm like, oh, hell no. Can't remember. Compassion and take the risk. Take the risk. What's risky with compassion is not extending it anymore. Extend it to yourself instead. Yeah. Yeah, extend it to yourself instead. What would be really good for you? So yours is asking you to meditate on that. What would be growth for you personally? For you to receive more. It's saying get more selfish. You need to be now. Take that risk. What is it riding on? This idea that you need to be focused on other people and compassionate to other people and so loving and giving to other people and not yourself. What have you learned about that? Probably a religion saying that it's something about the afterlife. There's no difference really between the afterlife and this life. What's best for us in this life is what's best for us in the afterlife too. So compassion, take the risk. What's risking compassion is not extending it anymore. I'll be leaving soon as well, I think, because I need a pee. Sabrina? Good night, good day, good night. Yeah, I think we've all been in that pattern, Mr. Bowers. And once we learn about it and our part in it, then we can get really powerful, right? Knowing ourselves, it's very powerful. Masculine energy, boom. Let's move you over. Are we going to get the feminine energy out here with it? What's coming up with Matt? What do we need to know about masculine energy? What do we need to know about masculine energy? Anger and creativity. Like I was saying before, anger can be very powerful. Most goddesses are angry, you know. They use that. And it's like creative. If you think about it, you know, the suffragettes or anyone, not just women, but anyone that has, it's probably better to put it into, to talk about women now. When they get to the point of like, this has to end, the anger comes out and then it manifests in a positive way, right? Like the suffragettes. So what we need to know about the masculine energy is that anger and creativity. It's been okay for the masculine to use that, or for it to use it in masculine ways. It's not been okay for the feminine to do that. And it should be, because that's the goddess energy. You're welcome, Maureen. Kelly, happy birthday. Yeah, I forgot. Tomorrow, it's today, isn't it? Oh, it's today for me. What's a discernment? Yeah, we've got a discernment for sure. So, it's been okay for the masculines to use anger, to be assertive, all those kind of things. It's been okay for them to be in the, what can we call it? I don't want to call it negative, because it's not. It's just different kinds of emotions. It's not bad at all. But it's been okay for them to use that. It's not been okay. Like women are called bossy and a bitch and all of these kind of things. As soon as we get into any of that, not okay for the feminine to do that. But it is. It is okay for the feminine to do that. And it is feminine too. Thank you. Sade, is it? Sadie, Sade. Thanks for your donation. You got a question? 1 week to freedom. Oh, wow. Yeah, I forgot you're on the countdown. Wow, that's exciting. There's going to be a big energy shift for you, Timothy. Phew. We've got to be okay about that. That's why my guys have been going on about it. I don't hear anyone else. Oh, I don't listen to anyone else though. I don't hear anyone else talking about negative emotions and how we've got to embrace them now and use them positively, especially the feminine. But I'm going on about it, apparently. The bridge between from one world to another. Have you got a question for your reading, Sade? The bridge. Oh, look, it's a masculine and a feminine hand there. How about that? The bridge between one world and another. You wish to have the opportunity to practice discernment soon. The self. Boom! Look at our hearts shining out. Rainbows there. The self is so important right now. We've got the secrets inside of us for this transition. We've got to make these changes inside of us. The secrets are inside of us, and it's through what we've learned about ourselves already. Like, there's just no way I'd be able to teach this stuff if I hadn't have embraced that Aries side of me, the warrior, if I hadn't have got into Muay Thai 3 years ago, more now, and really embrace that. I wouldn't be able to teach this stuff now because I wouldn't have been able to understand it. Likewise, the things that you've been through are, you've got it inside of you. Those clues are inside of us. So we are, you know how I said we can't manifest within that old paradigm, in that old world, in that old way, but we still have it inside of us. We can't say, oh, I want to dream this up. I want the masculine to change in this way. I want the feminine to change in this way. I want the world to look like this. That's not our remit. That's the collective, right? The universe has taken us there. But we have the keys inside of ourselves of what we've lived. We've got those keys inside of ourselves. And it's us bringing those out now by owning that. Sade, like the singer, cool operator. Isn't that interesting? So the keys are inside of ourselves. So many people resist negative emotions in themselves. They've been taught. That's why, like, you know, I kept on getting that message. I stopped listening to the law of attraction stuff a few years ago myself because it's just so disempowering. Oh my God, it's so disempowering. Wishing for stuff and not doing anything toward it. But I got caught up in that trap for too long, but then realizing the disempowerment in it. But like I said, it's a stage, isn't it? It's a stage. Oh, here we go. We've got Eros out here. Romantic love. Of course, we need to be reminded of that, don't we? Relationships are going to play a big part in all of this. Okay, let's do some mini reads. Sade, do you have a question, Sade? Did I miss it? Hang on. Thanks, Arabella. Or do you just want general? I see a cue, but I don't see a question. I just feel lost in life at the moment. I want to know if I'm wasting my time with kids' father. No, blunt questions are good questions. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, are you wasting your time? Not wasting your time, but you're learning stuff from it for sure. So there's this criticism, like both of you. Um, you show each other how out of alignment that you are, kind of thing. You're not right for each other, but you do show each other important things about yourselves, and you need to learn to not criticize yourself. You need to learn to get past that criticism. So I'm just picking up, you both criticize each other because you see each other clearly. You must have been together for a while, I think. So, You both need to believe in yourself more and get past that criticism. Stop taking it on and battling about it. Believe in yourself, then you'll be able to break away. So you're not wasting your time, but because you're learning about yourself, but it's a path that will only lead to that learning and then a break kind of thing, breaking away from each other. Then a change will happen. So they're helping you to learn about yourself through that criticism, weirdly enough. Then you'll choose the changes and let go of the past. You're going to have a new experience, and you will feel compelled to keep on going back. We always do, right? To those relationships that have got those lessons for us, the ones with the clues. We always get drawn back to them until we've got that lesson. You don't want to do it with someone else. You don't want to go through the same thing with someone else. So that's fine. You're learning about yourself at the moment, and you won't feel lost for that long if you learn about yourself there. Arabella, what's your Pisces feeling? Everything. Is that an answer? Pisces feel everything. They can even make stuff up. Feel that too. Well, we can all do that, but Pisces does it all the time. What's your Pisces feeling? Yours specifically, Arabella. Lots of guidance at the moment. Haven't I told you this before? I got deja vu then. Have I told you about your Pisces before and I said they're getting a lot of guidance at the moment? They're getting the guidance to reach out. But they're feeling it, right? They're feeling it both ways. Pisces can probably feel so many different things, conflicting things, and change their mind 100 times a minute. They are getting the guidance to reach out, and they're feeling the roller coaster of that. Yeah, they're all over the place. Your Pisces is all over the place. Getting the guidance to reach out, but they're not necessarily going with that. So freedom, love, and joy, and the mystery. They're kind of open at the moment though. They're kind of open to the mystery, to freedom, love, and joy. I do just get this being pulled in, feeling everything on the roller coaster. They haven't got clarity in their emotions at the moment, or the guidance because of it. Because our emotions are so linked to our guidance system. Yeah, the law of attraction got that bit right. Our emotions are so linked to our guidance system. And you feel better and better. Not only having those positive emotions. The more in alignment you get, you do feel better and better. But it doesn't mean that you only have those positive emotions. You feel better and better when you're in the negative emotions too. When it's the right time to have those emotions. Freedom, love, and joy and mystery. Yeah, Pisces is all over the place right now. But they're getting the guidance to reach out. So. Shadow's already donated, Timothy, by PayPal. She's named after the singer. That's cool. I should do my hair like her, but not my makeup. Shall we get some more cards out? Is there anything else that needs to come out? This. I haven't used these for ages. Botanicals. Let's get one of these out. Dahlia. Dignity. Dahlia is about dignity. A wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. A wise man has dignity without pride. A fool has pride without dignity. Isn't that interesting? Because we've got this out. Beware of great pride. Dignity without pride. Maybe we need to look up those words. Okay, I will. Thanks, Shade. That's the second, isn't it? I'm sure I got a donation from you before. You didn't need to donate twice. Dignity and pride. Okay, I'm going to read out. I'm going to look them up and read it out. Dignity meaning. Because I feel like this is an important lesson because it's come out twice as pride. So, dignity, the state or quality of being worthy of honor or respect. Yes, worthy of honor or respect. Self-respect. It's a sense of pride in oneself. Can you stop it? Thank you. Talking to my computer now. And pride. What is pride? Pride and Prejudice. No, not Pride and Prejudice. Pride is a feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, the achievements of those with whom one is closely associated, or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired. Right, so it's more of an admiration thing, isn't it? Yeah, it's more of an admiration thing, the pride, whereas dignity is just like self-respect. Yeah, if you could all click like on this video, that would be great. Thank you. So let's read that again. A wise man has dignity without pride. The fool has pride without dignity. Yeah. So we've got to get clarity on that within ourselves of this self-respect. I wonder if that's what this jealousy that keeps on coming up is about, because of that. So people that haven't mastered that, like the self-love, the self-respect, the feeling worthy, look at someone that is and what they've got and what they're doing, especially this feminine stuff, and then they get jealous of that. And because they're coming at it from a pride point of view. Did I miss you, Arabella? I think I did. No, I didn't. Pisces, I did it. Yeah, you missed yours. I said it. Pisces is all over the place. Yeah, that could be where the jealousy comes from. So when people have been operating from pride because they haven't figured out self-love yet and that true feeling of worthiness, we'll get jealous. General. Thanks for your donation, Shadow. Lots of them. So, general for you, Shadow. Kid was talking to you. Oh, Shadow, so blame and good enough. Your first card's out. This has got scapegoat energy. This came up for a star sign in next week's reading. Yeah, scapegoat energy. So you're being the scapegoat. When we're the scapegoat, people blame us for everything. It's always our fault. If other people aren't happy and we're happy, they blame us for that. Like we're taking away their happiness, kind of thing, by us being happy. Could be not just about happiness. It could be about money. It's what I've just been talking about too. People getting jealous, thinking it's your fault. It's that, I don't have money, so that person over there they've got money. They must be the one that's taking it from me. It's that kind of the scapegoat kind of mentality, right? You are getting that. I mean, you're made the scapegoat, so people are blaming you for things, And you've got a part in that, right? How we become the scapegoat is that we will take responsibility for things. I know, because I used to do it. We'll take responsibility for way too much in other people. So people are generally lazy and will pander. If you're pandering to someone's ego, they will absolutely take it. If you tell someone that they don't need to take responsibility for something, you will do it for them. They'll quite happily hand it over. It's pure laziness. We're all inherently lazy. And so when you take responsibility of way too much, when you're holding that energy for everyone, when you are the one that sorts everything out, the one that is in control of everything, the one that, like in the house, or everyone's emotional well-being, you're taking care of the family, you're just taking responsibility for everyone and everything. Even someone has a problem, you step in to help them or you talk to them about it. That is taking a lot of responsibility for other people. That's how you get scapegoated, because people will be willing to hand you that responsibility and then they blame you for it. And you're like, hang on, that's not fair. Why am I getting blamed for it? It's not my fault. I was trying to help you. Yeah, but it's more than that. You're actually taking responsibility for it. So should I be to not have that, to not be scapegoated, be blamed for everything? Just stop taking responsibility for other people's stuff. You don't need to. In fact, it's not good to, because it enables them to be lazy. Let people handle their own stuff and their own problems and seek that help that they want. I'm not saying like don't help them if they come to you for help. Imagine if I was out there pushing my readings on people just like randomly on Facebook or something, like seeing a comment somewhere on some someone's like mentioning something and then I give them a reading underneath the comment. If I was pushing it on like that, on people like that, they would scapegoat me. They would be like, you said this and this happened and you weren't right and all of this. They would be right to scapegoat me. They would be right to blame me because I've pushed my reading onto them where it wasn't asked for. Whereas I don't get scapegoated when people are just asking me for readings because they asked for it, right? And so, yeah, I'm not saying don't help people. You can help people, and you probably have proof that you can help people, but don't take responsibility for them. Yeah. So, scapegoating. Let's get you another couple of cards. Yeah, and I know it all too well because I used to be like that. Don't do it anymore. I stay in my own lane, and it does feel kind of selfish when you first start doing that. But life works a whole lot better when you do it. Shadow, you've also got include and be artistic. So this is what you can focus on instead, because it's hard to stop focusing on other people when you've made it your life. But focus on something else, a new goal kind of thing, something creative for yourself, including yourself, so doing something for yourself. Watch the start of this. If you weren't here from the start, I don't think you were. Watch the start of this because I talk about those goals, setting goals for ourselves, prioritizing ourselves, a new creative goal. To take your mind off focusing on other people would be really good. It's good to have like a new focus. Probably that's for all of us, and what we've just learned today about this feminine focus now. It's good for us to all have a new focus so that we stop. It's natural and it's a habitual for us to have these masculine kind of goals. I want to make this amount of money. I want to do this. I want to, all those masculine things. It's been natural for us to do that. And so we need to get focused. We will naturally tend toward keeping on doing that. So we need to get refocused on the feminine goals, set those for ourselves and really focus on that. So, which takes me back to this. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in my life, what would I choose? Let's do this homework. I'll put it all over social media. Be Healing on Facebook, in our Facebook group as well, which is called Psychic Cafe No Muggles Allowed. Join that if you're not already in it. And also on Instagram, Claire Louise Hi, because someone stole Be Healing on Instagram. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? Choose it for yourself. Choose it for the feminine parts of yourself. What will give you bliss? What do you want for yourself? What makes your body, mind, and soul ring with joy? Let it be something like that, rather than I want world peace. I want someone else to change.
I want them to get better. Something for you, something feminine, so something that will bring you delight. Let's do that. Let's do this homework. Thank you everyone for coming along. Thanks for all your donations, very much appreciated, and your presence as well. I need a pee, so I'm getting out of here. Have a good day, everybody. Remember about pride and dignity. So that's why self-love is so important, right? And just because you're feminine doesn't mean that you shouldn't be able to use the negative emotions, because they're not negative. They don't have to be. They can be. Have a great day, everybody. Let's do it all again tomorrow. Bye.